Hello, 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 my beautiful boss slaymates. It's me, Ikenisha, your favorite boutique consultant, and as you all see, I have your favorite baby Cairo right here. And see his little scar? He actually fell today, but he was a trooper. He didn't even cry. Well, he cried right when he fell. I think he was more scared. And then I picked him up, and then he was fine. So, as usual, whenever I am filming and he sees me about to film, he wants to come and be on camera, so he would not let me do this by myself. So please forgive me, but he's gonna be like probably right here the whole time. So as you all see, I am back outside like I used to be, which you all know I love being outside to film my videos. I love the light, and then of course I just love being outside. Yeah, Cairo. So today's video, as promised, we are going to talk about how to make your first $1,000, but more so specifically how to have your first $1,000 week and continue that. If you all are not familiar, I did have a video. It was a live, the very last live I did, and I titled it, I think, Boutique Owners Don't Give Up, because I actually talked about how I was like most boutique owners when I first started and was complaining about not getting sales and realizing that I really wasn't doing the work and how I buckled down. And literally after I did that buckle down, I had my first $1,000 week. It was around the end of December, I want to say, or beginning of January. It was around that area. So we're going to talk about things that I did. But I will say that was my first one, but it wasn't like I started getting them like all the time. They really started a few months later, and then I was getting them, like, it may not have been every week, but it was way more consistent. So that is actually the first thing that we're going to talk about: consistency. I know you all hear that a lot, and a lot of people always talk about consistency when it comes to Instagram, but a lot of people tend to get consistency and frequency mixed up. And so when it comes to consistency, what I'm saying that I did was, first off, I emailed my customers, and it wasn't on a whenever basis or once a month. It was literally once or twice a week. Now, not only did I email them, I did email blasts, and I also did segments. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I'm not going to go into great detail because I do talk about this in my email marketing masterclass and my email marketing video here on YouTube. I talk about the difference between email blasts and segmenting. Segmenting is what helps me out when I'm really trying to make cash and I'm trying to make it like quick. It's easier to segment than just send out a blast. Now, I also, I did, of course, consistently post on Instagram, but that was my thing from even before I launched. I was posting 2 or 3 times a day, every day. Now, when I'm saying consistency, it doesn't mean post all the time. Consistency, when it comes to Instagram or anything that you're doing with your business, it means that you do something when you say you're going to do it at a scheduled time, so that way people get used to it. You don't have to post 2 or 3 times a day. You just have to pick however many days you are going to post and how many times you're going to post on those days, so your customers get used to it. If you all hear that loud truck, I apologize. So, for example, with my page, you all know I only post Monday through Fridays, and I post at 6 o'clock. That's consistency. I do it every single time without fail. Now, okay, that's lying. I haven't been consistent right now, but it's because I'm doing some things with 2 different collections and my men's collection. So I haven't really been posting because it's a lot that I have to do. But you all get my gist. That is what consistency is. Frequency is how often you do something. So make sure you're not getting those confused. Now, the next thing I did was I made sure that I polled my customers and I paid attention to my own trends. My own trends. What that means is I looked at what sold the best for me. I would also look at what I wanted to stock, and I would poll my customers. So the way I would poll them, I did it 2 different ways. I would send them emails, and I would just get them to reply to the email. And being that I only had a few hundred at that time, I didn't mind getting so many replies in my email. So they would email me back with what they thought. Then I will also poll them in my stories. As you all know, there is a sticker in the stories that is specifically for polling. So I would post a photo, and then in the little poll question I would say, should we stock, or which one do you like most, or whatever it was, depending on what I couldn't decide upon. And what I noticed was that I got a lot of engagement from those, of course, but it also made my customers feel valued, and that their opinion mattered, and that I was obviously there for them, what they wanted. So that was a win-win situation, because it showed them that I cared. So I obviously was stocking things that they wanted, and there was something specific that I sold, and I'm gonna go into that with the third thing that I did. The third thing that I did was, you all should be familiar with this because I've said it numerous times, I never compared and I never copied. I don't follow boutiques like that on Instagram. It's rare. If I do, it's like someone hired, like way higher. I'm not talking about Urban Boutique or something. I mean like a designer or something expensive. I've never been a person that would go to a boutique's page, see what they have, find out who their vendor is. I want to stock what they're stocking. I've never done that. Never have, never will. I don't care about them because they're not me. And the majority of the time, they're not serving the customer that I serve. So when it came to that, there was something specific that I was selling. Like I was just saying, oh my God, y'all. At the time, I was selling out very quickly, and selling a lot of them were Michelle Obama bags. So Michelle Obama and, well, the Obamas, they, here, Kyra, they had just got out of office when I launched. So, you know, a lot of people were still heartbroken that they weren't in the White House anymore. So it was very easy for me to sell out of these particular bags. And I had, well, how it ended up happening was I had someone ask me about them because she had seen them. So I actually went to one of my trusted vendors in LA. I didn't go to them, but I went to their website. And I asked them about them, and sure enough, they had some. And they had a bunch of different kinds. And that particular vendor, they are super quick with their shipping and their order fulfillment. If I order something today is what, Thursday? I'll have it by Tuesday at the latest. So what I would do was, I didn't keep all of my bags here at the house. I didn't order a ton of them and then keep them. I would have maybe 4 or 5 bags, and then I would actually just post pictures of the other ones. And if someone ordered it, I just made sure that I had in the description box for the entire Michelle Obama collection that it could take 5 to 10 days for shipping and processing. So I've never had a problem with, you know, with that particular thing. So what I'm saying is, no one that I saw at the time back in 2017, 2018 were selling Michelle Obama bags. If they were not selling them at the capacity that I was selling them. And I also had handbag parties, and I was killing the game with that as well. One party I made like $700. So yeah, I was creative. I was not copying other boutiques. I wasn't worrying about what other boutiques were doing. I wasn't going to their pages, getting inspiration, nothing of the sort. So that's something you all need to stop doing. Stop worrying about who they're using, what they have, what they're stocking, or whatever. You need to figure out who your customer is, as usual, what she would like, what would speak to her, how to speak to her, consistently email her, consistently contact her in some sort of way, consistently stay on her mind by, you know, social media, text message marketing, whatever it is that you're doing. And that's it. And it goes into my last point. You have to work for it, not complain, and figure out what works, what doesn't work, and be willing to experiment and be open-minded. Because I never thought about selling Michelle Obama bags. If I hadn't been open-minded and figured out how to get them and figured out ways how to do it, I wouldn't have been making that much money with that particular item. So yes, I skipped the point as well. Something else that I did, and I still do, are referrals and rewards. When I started my rewards program, and I actually started offering rewards that appealed to my customers, that really helped me out. And with the referrals, if there's a link when you make an account on my boutique's website. They actually, like, not just an account, but with the rewards, they give you a referral link. So then if you refer someone and they make a purchase, they can use your link, and I'll see that, and you can get, you know, more reward points or whatever. So with that, if someone didn't use the link, but they may have, you know, sent me a message on Instagram and saying, yeah, Terry told me to come to your boutique, blah, 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 and then she buys something, then I would just send Terry a thank you note with a, well, thank you email or message with a discount code, you know, being appreciative, things like that. So I will also call them out on social media saying, you know, thank you to so-and-so for referring another customer to me. Please enjoy your newest discount, or please enjoy your free gift, whatever it is that I was doing. So overall, that means make your customer feel appreciated, valued, and that you are there for her. And I'm telling you, you will not only gain more money, you will gain loyal customers, because word of mouth is always the best form of marketing. Because when you see something good and you have something good, you're going to tell people about it. As usual, use that Popeye's chicken sandwich analogy. Everybody was getting that damn sandwich because everybody was talking about it. Granted, I still haven't tasted it yet. I don't care to. But majority of the time, word of mouth is where it's at. Influence is from, majority of the time, people that you trust. That's why a lot of people use brand ambassadors and influencers, because of their influence on other people, especially those that they know. So once again, like I said, consistency, staying on her mind, rewards and referrals, make your customers feel important, poll them, see what's trending for you, not worry about other boutiques, and work hard and figure it out. Once I did all of those things in continuum all the time, that's when I started getting consistent sales and consistently making $1,000 a week or more. I had my first $1,000 week for this year, the second week of this year. So I didn't get it the first week because I really wasn't doing the work. I was very distracted and was doing other things. But once I started doing what I needed to do, I got my $1,000 week. So I want you all to focus on that first, and not focus on making $10,000, $100,000 or whatever. Because like I said in my last video, you have to crawl before you walk and walk before you run. You can't make 10,000 until you know how to make 1,000. So if you all don't know how to make 1,000, you're not going to get to where you all are trying to be. All right, so my next video is going to be a Q&A. I've already had some people on my Instagram stories send me their questions. So if you want your question to be answered, make sure you all drop down in the comments and leave your question for me, and I will answer it in the next video. And so that video will most likely be posted on Tuesday, but I will also be going live either Friday or Saturday here on YouTube. Today is Thursday, so I'm going to go ahead and post this video now. And then, yeah, Friday or Saturday, I'll go ahead and go live. It'll probably be Saturday because I have something to do with my members on Friday. All right, you guys, so I will see you all in the next video. Bye.